Welcome to Not Boring English. Today, I tell a story called The Red Scarf for CEFR level A1, A2. Pause the video when you need to and try the shadowing technique. Shadowing helps your fluency and your pronunciation. You can also slow the playback speed if the text is too fast. The Red Scarf. I met him on a cold morning. I was on my way to work. The sun was small and pale. The air smelled of coffee and wet leaves. I walked fast. I held my coat close. I saw a red scarf on a bench. The scarf was bright. It looked like a small fire on the gray bench. A man sat near the scarf. He looked sad. He held a paper cup. He wore a blue coat and old shoes. He looked like he waited for someone. I stopped. I looked at him. He looked at me. He smiled, but it was a small smile. I felt my heart beat. I did not know him. I had never seen him before. I had a small note in my bag. I took it out. I had written a new phone number. I wanted to call my friend, but I did not want to be rude. I put the note back. He stood up. He picked the red scarf. He shook it. He put it around his neck. The scarf moved like a small flag. He walked toward the bus stop. The bus came. I wanted to go too. I followed him a little. I wanted to say hello. I did not say anything. My hands were cold. My voice was small. The bus moved, and we both got off at the same street. He walked slowly. He looked at the shop windows. I walked behind him. I wanted to learn his name. I wanted to say, hello. At the corner, he stopped. He looked at a small bakery. The bakery had warm bread and big windows. He went inside. I went inside too. I told myself, be brave. I stood near the bread. I watched him. He waited in line. He looked at the cakes. He looked nervous. I stepped closer. I said, excuse me, do you like coffee? My voice was soft. He turned. He smiled like the sun. He said, yes, I like coffee and cake. His name was Mark. He had a small laugh. He had brown eyes. He said he worked near the park. He said he came early to buy bread for his mother. He told a small story about his mother and bread. I told a small story about my sister and coffee. We both laughed. After that day, we met again. We met by chance 2 times the next week. We smiled. We shared a bench in the park. We drank hot coffee from paper cups. We talked about small things. We talked about songs and movies. We talked about work. He liked quiet songs. I liked loud songs. We watched the same movie one night under the stars. I felt happy. On a rainy day, he gave me the red scarf. He said it was old, but warm. He said he found it on a bench, and it reminded him of home. I said, it is beautiful. I put the scarf around my neck. It smelled like coffee and rain. I wore it to work. I felt like I carried a warm day with me. Time passed. We went to the same bakery. We met at the park. We sat on the same bench. Many small things made us close. He sent me short messages in the morning. He asked, "How was your day?" He liked my small texts. I liked his small smiles. I felt quiet joy. I felt new feelings. I did not know the word then. I only knew my chest was light. I felt that every small thing mattered. One evening, he stopped answering my messages. I sent a smile and a short question. He did not reply. I waited. I thought maybe he was busy. The next day, he did not come to the park. The bakery had a fresh smell, but he was not there. I walked to his street. I looked at the houses. I felt a little pain. I remembered his laugh. I remembered the red scarf. I felt confused. Days went by. I tried to call him. The phone did not ring. I left a short message. "Hi, it is me. Are you okay?" No answer. I asked my friend about him. My friend said, "Maybe he left the town. Maybe he is busy." I felt alone. I wanted to ask him, "Why did you go?" But I could not find him. After 10 days, I saw him suddenly on the same street. He stood near a small tree. He looked tired. He had his coat on. He had the red scarf in his hand, not on his neck. He looked at the ground. He did not look at me. I walked slowly to him. My hands were cold. I said, "Mark." He turned. His eyes were big. He said, "Anna." I said his name, and my voice was quiet. He told me the truth. He had a small problem at his work. He lost his job for a week. He had no money for the bus. He went to his mother for help. He wanted to call me, but he lost his phone. He felt ashamed. He thought I would think badly of him. He thought I would leave. He did not tell me. He said he was sorry. I looked at him. I wanted to hug him. I took his hands in mine. I felt small and warm. I said, "I missed you." He looked at me, and his eyes were heavy with relief. He said, "I missed you too." We walked slowly. The rain started again. We stopped under a small shop roof. We shared the red scarf. The scarf smelled like old coffee and rain. We laughed at the small smell. We learned a lesson that day. We learned that small fears can grow. We learned that small words can stop love. We learned that truth is simple and good. We decided to be honest. We decided to tell small things to each other. We decided to call if we needed help. We decided to share coffee and bread, even when we felt sad. After that day, we were closer. We walked more. We talked more. He found a new job soon. I found new small joys at work. We shared bread. We shared a small lamp in my room. We painted a small picture together. The picture was only 2 small trees and a red scarf between them. We placed the picture on the wall. One winter evening, he surprised me. He made a small dinner with bread and soup. He put the red scarf on the chair. He took my hands. He said, "Anna, I like you. I think I love you. My heart beat fast. I said, I like you too. I held his hands and I felt warm. We looked at the small lamp in the small picture. The room was quiet. The snow outside was soft. We talked about the future. We spoke with small words. We did not say big promises. We only said small things like, we will be honest, and we will try to listen. We knew life could be hard. We knew love could be small and slow. We knew it could grow like a warm plant in winter. Years later, I look at the old photo. I think of the red scarf. The scarf was not expensive. The scarf had small holes. It was soft and warm. The scarf kept us warm in small ways. The scarf was a sign. It was a sign of small courage, small truth, and small care. It was a sign of first love. The moral is simple. First love can be quiet. It can be many small things. A smile, a coffee, a note, an honest word. It can be a red scarf on a cold day. If you like someone, try to say a small, true thing. Do not hide problems. Tell the truth. Share bread. Be kind. Love can grow from small moments. Comprehension. Questions. Now, I will ask a few questions about the story to check your understanding. Please write your answers in the comments to practice writing in English. 1. Where did the narrator first see the red scarf in the man? 2. Why did the man stop answering the narrator for some days? 3. What did the narrator and the man decide to do after they met again? Thank you for listening to this story on Not Boring English. What small memory do you have about your first love or a kind moment? Please write in the comments and subscribe for more simple stories.